And that's not a defense of OpenAI. It's just simply
Like, I think Elon's almost like trying to pose as like, if you ever watched Iron Man, like Tony Stark kind of like has fun in the courtroom, whatever, and it almost kind of feels like he's kind of playing into that sort of trope a little bit, more so than like you'd kind of expect for the gravity of what this sort of trial is. Um, there's a lot to me like in regards to like conclusions, whatever. Like obviously the trial's just happening, so I don't expect a lot of dialogue as to outcomes or whatever. But I think it's coming at a time that we're in the middle of like IPO conversations and valuations, and I think there's almost like a level like yellow journalism happening on in both directions. That's um, making for what is I think a difficult position for OpenAI just generally right now. Like they're being very much pushed with like negative propaganda, whether it's antagonistic or not, um, or by like kind of their own creation.
yeah. I guess just in closing, my only thought, and that I would share with the audience that I would kind of encourage them to remember, is that if everybody here was acting in good faith, multiple AI companies have been born since OpenAI, and none of them are nonprofit. And the
Yeah,
reality that tells me, including the one that was started by Elon Musk, like if
yeah,
he was really endeavoring to start a nonprofit AI
mhm,
company, that was available to him. It's
yeah,
still available to him. The fact of the matter is, the economics do not make sense. You
yeah,
cannot do that. And it's not a defense of OpenAI. It's just simply a reading of the tea leaves. Like there have been defections from OpenAI. And so
yeah.
OpenAI is far from perfect, stating the obvious. But the reality is you cannot operate a major AI lab on a nonprofit foundation. It doesn't work.
Yeah, like I'm sure that if there's like some version of this like lawsuit, like some alternate timeline where the lawsuit is like Elon gets possession of IP or something, like that'd absolutely be appetizing. You know, it's not like a purely like charitable, like, oh, you guys did bad against humanity and you guys should be punished for that. Like, there's obviously incentives and um, a lot of competitive elements to what this